Don't you worry about a thing.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
I was worrying.
You were worried.
And you have to talk loud, darn you.
Project.
Yes.
I can project.
Yes. What are we doing here?
Can you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I hope so.
X Factory VideoCast. Is this number 7?
I believe
we just did number 6.
Yeah, so this is number 7. They do pile up.
Well, but see, we could do the point.
No, this ain't no point.
Okay.
This ain't no point.
This
Wait
is
till we
true.
get to number 10,430. There
I
was
will be long dead before we get to 10,281.
there was a guy on the radio. Well, I shouldn't tell this story on the video. When next time I'm on the video, we'll
Okay.
tell the story about Jim Ubelhart and gas company newscasts on WSPD radio.
Alrighty, that sounds
It is
thrilling.
It is thrilling. What are we
Okay.
talking about, Paul?
I don't know what we're talking about. You don't even have a list.
We're talking. I don't. We are
Totally
winging this puppy.
Anyway.
We're going to talk about the short course chassis fiasco.
Yeah. The short
And
course
Chazz's
chassis.
screw up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So do something
Well,
here.
all right. Well, so the router that we cut all of our stuff on has over there with the J Concepts tire. That looks great, Chazz.
Uh-huh.
It has 25 inches of Y travel, and the carbon fiber sheets that we get are 24 inches long. So you have to be really careful about how you center the sheet on the machine. And to cut the long story short, Chazz put the carbon fiber sheet where it wasn't supposed to go. So as it went around drilling all the holes, it hit its maximum travel in the Y positive direction and kind of went, and then drilled the rest of the holes 1.5 inches off in the wrong direction. Because the way the machine, I don't want to go into it, but the result is that we had a sheet of carbon fiber that is pretty much perfectly still good, but had extra holes everywhere. So what we've gone through and done is we drilled the holes in the right spot and then cut the rest of the sheet out. You can see, edges, everything looks fine. And then we took a special mixture of carbon fiber dust and CA glue and we filled in the extra holes. So these, you can see some there. They're actually, I think I did a pretty good job.
They're like 14 or 15 on this chassis.
Yeah. But you can see that most of them didn't come through the bottom, thank God. There's one right there, but the rest of them you really can't see much. And but we're still not, even though these are perfectly functional chassis, and I'd be happy to mount them on my own SCX-60CF, we don't feel comfortable selling them at full retail or trying to pass them off as a, full-on product. So we want to sell them to the family. Let's not just junk it and throw it away, waste not, want not, and all that stuff. But we want to sell them to family members for a discount to people who understand what happened and are willing to...
What's the regular price of a short course kit?
Well, the regular price of a short course conversion kit retails for $249, and we are selling these for $199 to the public.
And we have, I think,
so
3 of them
left.
left.
If you're waiting to get a short course and you want to get it now and you're willing to take one that has a few like I said, the holes are all filled in. They look a little scuffed. It's perfectly functional.
By the time you run...
I told the guy who bought one this morning, he's like, would you run this? And I said, I would put this chassis on my truck and give you the one off my truck if you wanted. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with these. They just have tiny little scuff marks on them.
And the little tiny marks, after the first battery pack on an outdoor track,
yeah,
you'll never know them.
You won't really see them.
Yeah.
But to anyone who's looking for a great deal on a new SCX-60CF...
You got to be one of the first 3.
Yeah, there's only 3 left.
Yep.
We didn't mess up.
And we're not going to make any more.
Yeah. This is a limited time offer. But contact Chazz at Chazz X Factory.
No. Young Chazz.
Young Chazz.
At gmail.com.
YoungChazz@gmail.com.
Right.
Get that email off quickly. Or you can call us here at the shop. Call tomorrow, because we'll be leaving on Thursday for the Short Course Nationals, which is our next topic. I'm not going there yet. But call us tomorrow, Wednesday. I guess that'll be today when we get this video up. But give us a call, 419-887-1787. Or, like I said, probably easiest send Chazz an email, youngchazz@gmail.com. That's Y-O-U-N-G, Chazz, C-H-A-Z-Z, @gmail.com.
What do we got over here?
You're pointing to my yellow sticker sheets.
Yes, I
We
am.
already actually talked about my sticker sheets.
Where'd you get that?
But this is from Stick It One Racing.
Yeah.
Of course, Brian Causet out in...
And Paul just needed
Phoenix.
another sheet.
Yeah, well, no, I needed... maybe I shouldn't say this for Brian, but he forgot my short course and my X7 decals.
And so now,
And so he printed off an extra sheet for me that has
there they
stuff
are.
ready to go.
There they
So
are.
I'm all set for the Short Course Nationals and
And when will they
the
be,
7th
and where?
Short Course Nationals, the unofficial Short Course Nationals, I guess, are next weekend at RC Madness in Enfield, Connecticut. We will be there along with team drivers Mike Aliberti, Chris Christo, and Mark Smika.
Mark Smika.
Sorry, Mark.
Do you know that Mark Smika was at the Off-Road Nats in 2005
I think I overheard you saying that.
in
on the phone.
four-wheel drive, and he ran in the C-Main with you?
We probably finished like 2 seconds apart.
Yeah, or something.
Of course.
And we didn't know,
Yeah, yeah.
we had no clue.
Uh-huh.
What else you got over there?
I got some tires for the upcoming Roar Nationals, some J Concepts gold barcodes. And actually, this is a fairly stupendous moment that I think all off-road racers, well, most off-road racers are going through or have already gone through soon. And that is, I am switching over to J Concepts' new hex wheels, their mono hex wheels. And as you guys all know, that's a massive, massive change. I'm switching my fronts, my rears, I'm changing the four-wheel over. The short course has been on hex since I built it. But that's a really big change because I have to throw away, not throw away, but practically throw away my boxes and boxes and boxes of mounted up good tires that I have a nice selection. I have this shelf unit in my apartment that's like 7-8 feet tall, full of tires for off-road, indoor blues, greens, golds, outdoor greens, blues, big pin, small pin, molded foam, stock foam, Losi foam. Yeah, all that's going
Foamy?
on eBay or something, I don't know.
Foamy? Shave cream?
But from the Nationals on, I will be running hexes, and yeah, it's kind of a sad, I'm going through a small bit of mourning for all these tires that I have molded up, made up, that I'll never
Some
get
of them
to
are
run
20 years old, aren't they?
again. No, I'm not 20 years, I'm 20 years old. I haven't been racing for 20 years.
But the tires are 20.
I think I still have somewhere like the third or fourth pair of tires I ever glued up, because I'm a
Yeah.
pack rat like that. I
Yeah.
can't just,
Yeah.
if it still looks like it might be usable, I don't throw it away.
What's on the computer screen, Paul?
That's a bumper mount.
Have you got a bumper mount there? What's it look
No,
like?
I do not.
A bumper mount. No, you wouldn't have a bumper mount?
This is a blank.
Oh. What do
So
you
this is a machined out bumper mount, but I haven't drilled the holes. Well, yeah, I haven't drilled the holes through, I haven't drilled the holes here, I haven't drilled the holes there.
So we
and it
actually
needs-
make them by hand.
It
It's
really
a-
needs cleaned up too.
It's a hand operation.
Um,
Paul himself, and
I mean, yeah,
when you get one of our short course
you
trucks.
you run into that discussion of what's CNC and what's by hand. I mean, so it's cut out by CNC, but then it just, in terms of the manufacturing process, it's easier for us to drill the holes by hand. They don't have to be super precise for just holding on the bumper, and it's quicker and faster for me to just set up a little jig and drill them by hand than to try to come up with a fixture that I could mount all 6 bumper mounts, that I cut and drill all the. It's just easier to hand give it. So kind of a blurry line between what's hand and what's CNC crafted.
And stuff. Say goodbye, Paul. We're done.